What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing another free agency rebuild, and today we got Dwight Howard on the Washington Wizards. I do expect to do an Isaiah Thomas Magic rebuild tomorrow. Hopefully that deal becomes official, and then we'll do that rebuild tomorrow. But if not, I'll do something else. But guys, this is absolutely awesome. The Magic, or not the Magic, the Wizards finally get the center that they need, that John Wall's been requesting for. They get Dwight Howard. I mean, yes, he does have some locker room issues, but he's not a bad center by any means. He averaged like 13 and what was it? 16 and I don't know if that's correct at all, actually. 16 and 12. Is that even right? Is that right? I think it might be. I don't know. That's a good question. But anyway, Dwight Howard on the Wizards now. And ignore the contract, okay? I know he only signed for like $5 million for one season, but unfortunately, when I was going through my league file, I think it was the Nets gave him like a 4-year deal, and I just couldn't get rid of the last 3 years just to make it a 1-year offer. So fortunately, we're just gonna pretend that the Wizards do extend him after this season. So we'll just see how that goes. But eventually, when free agency is done, we'll have all the contracts correct. So I am excited about that. But anyway, now when we go through the offseason just to see how it looks. Obviously, we're not going to be doing anything this first season. I think the Wizards have made a lot of great moves this offseason. They traded for Austin Rivers. They got rid of Marcin Gortat, which was heavily needed by Wizards fans. And then they signed Dwight Howard, signed Jeff Green. Definitely a successful offseason, if you ask me. So I do congratulate you Wizards fans out there that are happy about the moves that your team made. I'm very happy for you. But anyway, they also got Tony Bradley from the Utah Jazz, I think it was, or somebody like that. But you know, he probably won't serve a great purpose in this video, so I'm probably not going to be signing him. And then eventually, of course, he will probably be important to the Wizard organization. But guys, just be ready for the new look rebuilds when those decide to finally, like when free agency dies down, we'll start the new look rebuild. So make sure to look out for that. I don't know who to give this last. I guess give this to Dwight Howard. I don't know. All right, so advance to next season. And then when you look at the rotation, let's see what the Wizards got. They got John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Markieff Morris, Dwight Howard, Austin Rivers, Satoransky, Jeff Green, and Kelly Oubre. We're only going to run a 9-man rotation. Don't really need Luke Babbitt in there. We could have Ian Mahimi come off the bench to be a backup center, but I think I'll just leave it for now. We could, no, I'll leave it. Just a 9-man rotation will work. And I'm going to go ahead and move. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. I'm assigning Troy Brown Jr. to the G League just because he can progress a little bit. And then we could possibly trade Otto Porter in this video. I'm not sure. Otto Porter. He's got about 3 years left on his contract, so we could potentially trade him in this video for something nice, but I'm not sure what it would be for. We can extend Austin Rivers after the season as well if he becomes a nice rotational player. But I'm going to go ahead, turn trades off for this season, see how this team does just with the way they are right now, and then hopefully this is a nice team in the Eastern Conference that compete for the NBA Finals. Most improved player goes to Yusuf Nurkic with 15 points and 12 rebounds. Pretty nice. I haven't seen Nurkic win that award before, so that's pretty interesting. But other than that, when we look at the team, John Wall makes All-NBA second team, and then no, looks to be about it. All right, so we didn't have any rookies or any important ones. We have 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, which is right around where you could expect the Wizards to be next season. John Wall averaged 17.9, 17.5 for Bradley Beal. Would love to see their scoring up a little bit more than that. I think that's kind of horrible for those two, honestly. 8 assists, and Bradley Beal had 17. And Dwight Howard had 13, 11.5, and 2 blocks. Okay, not too bad. Markieff Morris, 11 points. Austin Rivers, 12 points. So I'm glad we do have Dwight Howard. So we're going to pretend the Wizards re-signed Dwight Howard for after this season. And then we get we get Detroit in the first round. They're up 3-1 on us, and we do almost get eliminated, but actually we're going to go ahead and see if we can go ahead and knock out the Detroit Pistons in round 1. Let's come back, baby. And we do. All right, so 111-117. We are forcing a Game 7. Now, I got a comment in the last video that you guys wanted to see me jump in, and if today the circumstances are absolutely right, I will jump in a game, and I'm going to win it for us, and the circumstances are not absolutely good for that one. All right, so we basically lost by like so much. It's not even funny, but whatever. So we'll just continue on, simulate the playoffs, and let's see who wins. Why do the Hawks always do good in this? It doesn't make any sense. The Hawks always just, I don't even know, like, who do the Hawks even got? Like, why is this team the first seed in the Eastern Conference? The Warriors, of course, win the championship over the Milwaukee Bucks in 6 games. Okay, player retirement. We have Dirk Nowitzki retiring on the Wizards. Jamal Crawford retires on the Miami Heat. Zach Randolph retiring on the Kings. Kyle Korver. All right, makes some sense. Jersey retirement. Dirk Nowitzki jersey gets retired, which makes a ton of sense. And then for the draft lottery, I don't know if we have a first round pick, and let's see if we do. And we have the 20th pick in this year's NBA draft. Okay, staff signing, we still have Scott Brooks, which I'm all right with. And then we have a player that I want to trade away. So we have, let me go ahead and turn trades back on. That way we can make some moves here for this offseason to make this team even better than it already is. So really, Dwight Howard and Bradley Beal and John Wall are all locked up, which is great. I don't mind that. Center, we basically have a, Troy. I love the way Troy Brown Jr. progressed. Okay, maybe we don't need to re-sign Austin Rivers. All right, so we got, what does he look like at the 3? Because we might have to move him at the 3, to be honest. He goes up to a 79, and he's 6'7", so I'm going to move him to the 3. He's probably going to be playing the 3 this season, so John Wall, Thomas Satoransky, Bradley Beal, Austin Rivers, let me see. Actually, let me see who we actually have under contract. John Wall, Thomas Satoransky, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Troy Brown Jr., Markieff Morris, Dwight Howard, and Ian Mahimi. All right, I forgot we still have Ian to worry about for one more season, which does suck. But let's see if we could potentially get Ian off this team. So let's attach maybe, well, let me first see Ian and this 20th pick. Let me see what that would potentially get us. Like, could that get Ian off my team? Like, I'm not saying his last name right now because I usually butcher it every time. DJ Augustine to Orlando Magic. Joe Harris, as far as a backup shooting guard would go, that wouldn't be too bad. But we could re-sign Austin Rivers still, like I said. I don't know how much money he's going to want, though. Dougie McBucket, Solomon Hill, John Lure, Gorgie Dang, Evan Turner. I actually didn't really see any much, so maybe I'll leave that alone for now. As far as player contracts we got Austin Rivers, Jeff Green that are about to be free agents. Kelly Oubre, that's another one. We could do a sign-in trade with him possibly. Maybe attach him to Ian. I don't know. What about Otto Porter and the 20th pick? What could that potentially bring us? Okay, so we can get the 6th pick in this year's NBA draft and Landry Shamet. Don't want to do that. Marcus Morris, Lou Williams, Dennis Schroeder. The 12th pick in Nicholas Batum, Rudy Gobert. When I'm looking, what should I really be looking for? The 5th pick. I mean, we dumped salary. That's something I guess I could be looking for, but I really don't want to do that too much. It's not that important. Clint Capella, we already have Dwight Howard. So, guys, I think I'm gonna be kind of thinking what I should do here, and then hopefully I figure out a plan. All right, guys, so there wasn't really much available, but as far as an Otto Porter trade goes, I know they would like to get rid of him, but I could see them potentially doing a sign-in trade still for, like, not a sign-in trade, but they could still trade him for a nice center if DeMarcus Cousins doesn't resign. But in fact, the fact that we do have him re-signed, I just think that it makes sense not to trade Otto Porter for the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump Ian Mahimi's contract, but instead of getting a first-rounder from Philadelphia, we're just going to get a second-rounder. So they get TLC, and they should agree to that. So we get rid of, and we attached our draft pick to Ian just to make the offer a little bit better. And then we'll still resign. So our rotation actually will be pretty decent. So we'll still resign. I did offer Austin Rivers a contract, and then Troy Brown Jr. will be coming off the bench. Markieff Morris. So we just need to sign a little bit more bench pieces, which is not a big deal. So let's go out and see if we can sign a nice backup center. Maybe Pau Gasol would be interesting off the bench. Maybe JaVale McGee would do. I would actually prefer JaVale McGee. As far as the power forward go, I know that. All right, so let's see what we got. JaVale McGee. All right, we can get JaVale McGee and Austin Rivers. This is absolutely what I wanted. And then I still want to re-sign Kelly Oubre back. So let's go ahead and renounce these guys right here. So Jeff Green, probably won't be bringing him back. But get Austin Rivers and JaVale McGee, which I think is a very successful free agency signing, or 2 free agency signings there. And then, like I said, we can still get Kelly Oubre back, which maybe you don't want to bring him back. Maybe you actually do a sign-in trade for a decent backup power forward, a backup 4, which would be nice. So let's do this. Let's see what's available as far as a backup 4 goes. Let's go all players. Actually, let's not. Let's do this. All right. So as far as the big man go, as far as power forwards, where are power forwards at? I don't know who I want, but we got a Draymond Green, which is a little too high for what we want. Julius Randle would be interesting. A 1-year deal for Julius Randle to come off the bench, possibly. Julius Randle. We got Chris Bosh, who's back in the league for whatever reason. Darius Sarge. Serge Ibaka, who's on a 1-year deal. I think that might be a little too much salary for us to take in, though. Nikola Mirotic, is he a free agent right now? And he wants a little too much money for my liking. I'm just kind of curious of what's available. Thaddeus Young. I kind of like the idea of grabbing, what was his name? Chris. All right, I kind of like the idea of grabbing Serge Ibaka. I just don't think we have enough money to do that. I could see if we could try, but I'm definitely going to be trying to trade for a power forward and a sign and trade. All right, guys, so we decided to do a sign and trade of Kelly Oubre for Derek Favors and a 2nd round pick, and I traded TLC in the trade as well. Now, Derek Favors, I might have overpaid for him a little too much. I agree I did, so don't worry about that. But Derek Favors off the bench will be so nice for us, and we could potentially re-sign him after this season for cheaper than what he's worth. I think it's a good deal for the Washington Wizards, so I honestly think we have the team set. I was just trying to make this team more of a championship contender, which is exactly what we did. And I think it moves us into the front of the Eastern Conference almost. And I expect to hopefully jump in a game for you guys in this video. And Dwight Howard and Markieff Morris will still start next to each other, just because Markieff stretches the floor a lot better than Derek Favors does. But guys, definitely will love Derek Favors coming off our bench. I think he'll be a nice 6-man off the bench. So I cannot wait to see that. And then as far as we're going to go ahead and auto-generate the rookies. Troy Brown Jr. Then we got, who else we got that's young? Thomas Satoransky. How about we throw this at Otto Porter? How about that? All right, so now when we look at the team, this team, I'm sure they're going to have Derek Favors starting. All right, so they have John Wall, Bradley Beal, Otto Porter, Derek Favors, Dwight Howard, Troy Brown Jr., Austin Rivers, Thomas Satoransky, and I'm actually going to run a 10-man rotation just because we have enough players for it. And I'm actually going to go ahead and move Derek Favors to the bench, but he's going to be the top of the bench. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so then let's go ahead and make some less minutes for these guys. Let's go about 27 minutes per game for Derek Favors. Let's do about 29 minutes for, or 26 minutes for Markieff Morris, 28 for Dwight Howard. I absolutely love the way this team is looking. So I really hope that this team can definitely make some noise in the Eastern Conference. I expect them to, but you never know with 2K. But I'm going to go ahead and turn trades off once again. I absolutely love, like I said, the way this team looks. And hopefully that can lead to us making the NBA Finals. All right, guys, we're back in the playoffs once again. We are the 5th seed once again as well. So 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. 18 points, 17 points, 11, 11, 11, 10 and a half, 10. So, I mean, we had a lot of starters in double digits. So you got to be happy about that at least. But we are facing the Philadelphia Trusted Process 76ers. They're up 2-0 on us. Let's go ahead and see if we can even it up. We do, which is awesome. Can we win 3 in a row? We do. Can we move on in 6? And we do not. We're going to a game 7, guys. So hopefully we can go ahead and make sure that this game 7 becomes ours. And it's not even close. We are absolutely getting obliterated. So there was no position for me to just step in, which we did that last year. We got literally killed. But guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. I tried my best to make a good Washington Wizards team. I think I did pretty well for the most part. I think Kelly Oubre for Derek Favors was a little weird. I don't think, maybe I wouldn't do that deal in real life, but just for wanting to make this video a little bit more entertaining, I did it. And the Boston's up. No, never mind. The Warriors won the championship. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy and subscribe if you haven't already. But this is Crushables and I'm saying peace.